Flexcast, we're back, and we're here with our guest, Ray Patt, man. You might have seen him on the Ray Patt show. He's got a lot going on. I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself, talk about what he's got going on, and we're going to get into some of these topics, man. It's an exciting time of year for sports, and we're going to get into it. Appreciate you showing up. Tell the people who you are and what you do.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, man. I'm Ray Patt, host, writer, lead voice of the Ray Patt show. We are a lifestyle, sports, culture show. We've been at it for a couple of years, We just try to present different topics in an interesting way, make people feel like their voice is important. It's pretty, get the people involved. No one's like, too big or too small to have a voice. So we try to make sure everybody is heard. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Appreciate y'all having me here. It's exciting. I see you guys had a good show already, talked about the Grammys and everything. Yeah. Shout out Miss Davis. Yeah. She got that EGOT. I see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Y'all clap it up for Ray, man. Ray Patt is in the building, man. I had to have Ray, man. I've been on Ray's show twice, right?
Yeah.
Both times, an incredibly entertaining show. They write it very well. They're very detailed. They'll call you on your shit if you come on there and you don't know what you're talking about. It's not. They will call you on it. I love his show, man. I encourage y'all to check out theRay Patt show.
We appreciate that.
And we're gonna talk to him. We got him for the hour, man. We're gonna get into some topics with Ray, man.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right. Well, Ray, let us know, how long have you been covering sports and how did you get into that field professionally?
Let's see. I'm 35. I've been covering sports probably since I was about 10, I would say.
Okay.
I remember, if you asked me when I was a kid what I wanted to be when I grew up, the answer was head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay.
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 I think just from having that standpoint, it's kind of like sports have always been everything I've known, right? Like growing up, I didn't really watch movies or I wasn't going to the movie theater, but if there was a game on, I was in front of the TV.
Okay.
I've had high-level athletes in my family.
Okay.
A couple people who've competed in the Olympics, some NFL players, some NBA guys. So it's just always been a natural part. Growing up, my grandfather, probably my earliest memories, he actually ran the concessions for the Kansas City Chiefs. So I remember growing up, and we were always being at Arrowhead Stadium with my grandfather and everything. He had a signed football. Lynn Dawson used to be a quarterback way back in the 60s, 70s. It was his most prized possession and everything. I thought it was pretty neat, grow up and you got a soda machine in your house.
Absolutely. You're lucky.
I was like, all right, cool. So it's kind of always been like a thing for me, ever since I had the ability to kind of remember things. It's always been there. I used to be one of those weirdo guys. I could just tell you random stats. You know what I mean? Not so much anymore, though.
Weird. But you knew what you were talking about.
Oh, of course. You
Yeah.
can't be an idiot, No one pays attention to an idiot. It's incredible to know.
Do they
to you,
not?
I want to go back to how ambitious it is for you to want to be a coach as a kid. Most kids are like, I want to be Kobe. I want to be.
No, for real.
You're like, no, I want to be the one that's telling
wanna be
everybody
the
what to
coach.
do. Like, where does that? Was that just naturally in you? Did you have a parent that kind of instilled that?
Well, see, I grew up kid of preachers.
So
me and my dad were
they was
both
running
preachers.
stuff.
You
Okay.
know what I mean?
So you learn directed to
yeah.
at an early age.
You know what I mean? I think it was a little bit different from there. I was an athlete. I could play sports, right? I could really shoot it, right? Back in college, they'd say, oh, you were Curry before Curry because I could really bust your ass from the three-point line.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I could really shoot.
You
And
let it
then,
fly.
yeah. So from there, it was like, all right. And then I've had this ability to be able to teach people things as well.
Okay.
And then I think, I might be a better teacher than I am the actual player.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me teach it. You know,
They
what I
say
mean?
those who can't do coach. Yeah.
So
nah,
I was like, all
absolutely.
right. So it was like, all right, and I've been able to teach people different things, and then I knew I was different too because growing up 10, 11, 12 years old, you look at a football field and someone says, hey, what's the A gap? No one knows.
No one knows what that is.
And then I'm able
Not
to
a
tell
clue.
you what the A gap is,
Okay,
or what a
okay.
B gap is, or what the C is, and it's like, oh no, that's rare, that's different. Or someone says, hey, give me a three drop step, or a 5 drop, or a 7 drop. What are you talking about? Showing the quarterbacks what to do, those type of things. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I should be teaching this game.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's always been since that. I think that passion, and again, the parents growing up. Grandmother was an English professor. Parents were preachers. So, the kind of combination.
Yeah, those are both people that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
All right, so you cover a lot of football.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any Super Bowl hot takes for our audience?
Let's go, man. Hey, everybody drum roll. I want to hear this. Ray always got something interesting to say, man.
He lit up. He was
I
like,
know you
"Give me a
got
moment."
Super Bowl hot takes, Ray.
Oh, man.
Give it to us.
Let's let it fly,
Oh,
man.
man.
What's about to happen, man?
Oh man, I think what's gonna happen, man, is I've already led to my grandfather working for the Chiefs, so as a rule, I generally don't root against the Chiefs. But I'm torn though.
What did you do?
When I moved to Texas, I grew up an Eagles fan. You know what
There
I
we
mean?
go. Yeah.
Like,
So what are you doing? Who's
like, despite the Cowboys, you know what I mean?
So who are you rooting for?
So right now, this game, dog, like my family would kill me if I come on here and say I'm going for the Eagles. People who know that I was an Eagles fan to kill me if I say I'm going for the Chiefs. I'm neutral.
Okay.
I don't know if that's allowed.
I
but
was
I'm
going to
neutral.
say, don't ride the fence.
But here's what I think is going to happen, though. I think that the
Boy,
Chiefs
laying
have
on the
a
fence.
weak secondary, right? But I'm not sold on their defensive coordinator, Steve Spagnuolo, right? Like,
Okay.
if you pay attention to the Chiefs, they'll give up the big play,
Okay.
right? You give up too many big plays to the Eagles, they have a fantastic running game. They have better wide receivers than the Chiefs as well. Chiefs have that bad man, Patrick Mahomes, though.
Yeah, but he on one
That's the
leg. He
problem.
on one leg,
No,
though.
not so much. Not so much. The last game against the Bengals, that was going to be the game. Now
Okay.
you gave them extra couple weeks to rest. I think the Chiefs are probably going to pull it out. I'm sorry, Eagles fans, but I think the Chiefs probably going to pull it out, probably by
Just
about 2
shaking my head.
touchdowns.
No.
I think though Jalen Hurts is really going to.
I think it's his time.
People.
I think it's his time.
You know what I mean?
It's
That
his
plays
That's
time.
going to be
the
interesting.
Eagles?
And then Miles Sanders, the running back, I think he's going to have a big game just because, again, the Chiefs' defense can be kind of suspect. You know what I mean? So I think it'll work out. I'm excited. I think if I have to give you an early prediction, probably somewhere like a 28-14 type of score.
Oh,